and I know he's watching down from the heavens. My dad was one of my best friends, and he was there for me and my brothers. He used to catch the bus up to British Columbia to visit on a Greyhound bus, and because he wouldn't fly. And so, but I wouldn't be here if it had not been for him. I don't even know if Mom knew this, but we were on a camping trip, me and Dad, and I fell in a river and a lake, and he ended up saving me. And he's been there for many, many other times, but I hadn't been close to water or a lake or a river since. But this past year, out of the blue, me and my wife, we were talking about going to Israel one day. And then I get an invite to go over with 20 former and current players to Israel. It was the first time, but I was looking at that water and my mind was going back to what happened. But it was the greatest experience to be with those guys that you played against, played with, and then now you're still watching. But the commonality of being with those guys for 10 days, it brought a new sense of reality to me. And at the time, that's when I realized that until we learn to awaken the social and spiritual consciousness of the students, and we do that, and that the schools can become sanctuaries, and like it was when we were growing up. Coach Denson and I, he's in the Hall of Fame. How many people can say that their 7th grade teacher is in the Hall of Fame with them? Came back from Israel. We've been committed, my students and I, and mainly them, because I just love what they're doing. And we've been able to do Weapons of Love and just talk about it and show a lot of root to fruit stories. We've been able to bring back families. We got one mom who lost her son. The dad comes over and they kick off, the dad whose son killed her son. They actually are part of our MLK walks that we do. And we're just trying to awaken the social spiritual consciousness of the students. Sometimes it's called providence, and that's like a destiny. And when I came out of that water, and the gentleman who had baptized us that day, and his name was Johnny Shelton. But I tell you what, my mom was the foundation of our family. And my mom been there, took us to Billy Graham crusades.
And I start every day by saying, Lord, I want you to direct this day. I surrender this day to you. And it's a wonderful thing to walk through every day and to know that God is leading and God is directing. It's wonderful to go through every day and know that God has His protective host around you and nothing can touch a hair of your head without His permission.
Yes, it is. And children, darling, precious, loving, lovely children, I know, and how Mom knows on Mother's Day, that He watches.
Getting the chance to go and be baptized in the Jordan River, like I sent that picture like straight to my mom, like, Mom, you gotta see this. So, you know, my mom was there when I was baptized as a kid, and to be able to send her that and show her that, and remember listening to my granddaddy singing about the Jordan River.
I'd like to thank you all for being with me on this championship journey, which has brought me full circle from playing for Jackson Callaway Chargers to finishing my career with the San Diego Chargers. For many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Thank you all. God bless.
Just wanted to bless you with the saxophone. Here to the well play.
Is Tyrone Keys, founder of All Sports Community Service. Some of us in the room are old enough to remember Tyrone as part of the 1985 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears. He's the one playing the keyboard in the Super Bowl Shuffle, the Emmy-winning song that was performed by team members and raised thousands of dollars for needy Chicago families. Drawing on the idea of using his success to give back, as well as his personal experience with mentors along his journey, Keys created his own foundation to help others. In 1993, Keys founded All Sports Community Service, a nonprofit mentoring and scholarship organization dedicated to helping challenged youth in Tampa achieve their dreams of attending college. Keys teaches his students the idea that the skills learned on the playing field could be parlayed into the field of life. And since 1993, All Sports has assisted hundreds of students obtain millions of dollars in support toward their college education. But an important aspect of receiving help from All Sports Community Service is a commitment to becoming mentors themselves, returning to the community to assist the next generation and carrying on the root to fruit model that he has fostered.
A successful pro career and seeing someone come back to the community and not being what I see on television is, being able to come back with me one-on-one, being like a second father figure to me and helping me do something positive with my life, getting me started, maybe do something he's done, maybe if I'm blessed, to go to the NFL, go to the league or something like that, I hope that I can come back and do some of the same things that he's done.